Hello everyone, welcome to Worship Media. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell.
Hi everybody, how you guys doing? I spoke to you a while ago, but that was a flash interview. This is actually the live broadcast I wanted to make. I had planned to do this live broadcast, but in between you, like I tell some of you forget that I actually work. Okay, so I can't pick this call now. Sorry. If you're calling me right now, you have to call me after. Now, some of you, once you see that I'm live, you start calling, but I can't pick your calls while I'm live, while I'm on air. So please don't call me now. So like I was saying, this is the broadcast that I actually wanted to make before I did the one I did a couple of minutes ago, because you have to walk. We have to walk. We have to do other things, and then we have to jump in and do the interviews. We do the broadcast that we do. Such a crazy life, eh? But you still have to do it. So today I'm going to be talking about insecurity in Enugu State. And if you guys noticed, I've tried a lot not to talk about the government of Enugu State. Why did I decide not to do this? I decided not to do this because a lot of times, especially in my case, when you have participated in politics and you have contested for a position, people think that you're just there to criticize the government of the day because you lost an election. They think you're a sore loser. They think you're a bad loser. So, but we've been watching things from the sideline. And today, I was just going through some of our videos, and I saw all these videos of when we were doing the elections, when we were in Enugu, and we did a lot of you don't know, or maybe some of you have forgotten, because some people, when I do videos, they come and comment and say, you're just there, you're there sitting down in Canada, you're living abroad, instead of coming down here to come and participate, instead of coming down here to come and be part of the solution to the problem. And I look at them and I laugh, because I know that they don't even know that we came down to Nigeria and we participated in the election. So it's all very funny looking at these videos, and I remember those times when we were there. We were right there in Enugu State, and we were shouting, we were screaming about the insecurity in the state. We were screaming about things that were going wrong, but a lot of you people were laughing at us. A lot of you people were saying, oh, we should just give you money. A lot of people will say we are just talking trash. But we kept on talking to you. We kept on telling you how things were not okay. We told you about the Fulani headsmen attacks. We told you about insecurity, but you guys didn't listen. So I just wanted to play this video, remind some of you who have forgotten that we actually came down there, and we showed you our manifesto. We went from local government to local government, but some of you have forgotten. So I'll come back and talk to you, but I want you to just listen to this video again. It will help you remember not long ago that I and a lot of us came down and we were there. So this was when we came down to Enugu. We went from one local government area to another local government area. From morning till night, we traveled around. We went into the markets. We We met people one-on-one. We spoke with you. We told you about the insecurity. We even had security reports about some of these things. The locations where these people were, what they were doing. We said it that time, but people didn't listen. He said, Enugu was in the hands of God. So Enugu State is in the hands of God. He said nothing was happening. There was no insecurity. Before you knew it, the Fulani headsmen had run over Enugu State. So you see, you forgot this thing. A lot of you have forgotten. I was right there. We went into the markets. We went from local government to local government. We went into the bushes. We went to places that your representatives couldn't even go to. This is what makes you give up on Nigeria sometimes, because we've talked on the internet. We have done videos. We have agitated. Just look at. Yeah. So guys, I wanted to play that video because in one place somebody was just blowing so much hot air, and it was like, you don't know the situation down here, you just stay over there and you talk what you don't know. And I'm like, this guy doesn't even know nothing. He doesn't know jack. He doesn't even know that I know more about the situation back home than him. You know, I just remembered when we were in Enugu, when we were doing the campaign. I ran for governorship of Enugu State, and nobody wanted to listen to what we were saying. We highlighted the security lapses in Enugu State. We highlighted some of the information that we got, and nobody was willing to listen. Nobody was willing to listen. We continued to complain, and nobody was willing to listen, until finally now it is becoming. In fact, the governor recently approved the formation of what do they call them? Forest guards. So now they have forest guards. These people are going to be sent into the forest to man our forests, and to be able to check the influx of Fulani headsmen. When how many people have already been killed? Do you know from where Enugu State seems to be one of the states that have suffered most, apart from Benue State? Every other time we've heard about attacks by Fulani headsmen, but everybody was treating it with kid gloves. They didn't want to do what they were supposed to do. It was all politicized. Every time it happens, they even had a rally supporting the governor, saying that there was no problem of insecurity in Enugu. See, that's the one that really pisses me off. Whenever there is an issue, what they do is they gather money, gather a few people, and they just come and carry placards and give them a vote of confidence. They just spend money and do a photo op, bring cameras and just see people saying that, oh, they're doing well. They did that for the governor. They brought placards, they brought, in fact, the chiefs, all the chiefs, pastors, reverends, they all gathered together and they said Enugu State was very peaceful. They said there was no problem in Enugu State. Everything was going on very well. How come recently the governor now went to find out that there were underground caves? Underground, this is at the back of my village. I'm from Ozala, in Kano local government area. In Abogugu, a neighboring town, they had underground caves where they would keep kidnapped people. And you had a military checkpoint after the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital. Military checkpoint. And these kidnappers were operating not up to, not up to 2 kilometers away from where this military checkpoint was. And nobody thought anything was wrong. So why am I saying I need an apology from some of Enugu State youth? Because when we came and were talking to you, you were laughing at us. You were trivializing what we were saying because they gave you 1,000, 2,000. Some of you even tried to attack my entourage. Not my entourage, my team when we were doing the campaign. Some of you were hired to spit rubbish from your mouth on the internet in the name of politics. But how markets now? How are you finding it now? After the election, do you have jobs? Do you have the jobs that you were promised? No. Those of you that are in school, those of you that went back in school, did anything improve? Did anything improve concerning your accommodation, the conditions of your accommodation, where about 10 of you are sleeping in one small room? Did it improve? Did your sanitary conditions in the school, did it improve? Nothing improved. Nothing. All those people that gave you t-shirts and cap and that came down from Abuja, do you have that? You thought you had their phone number. Do you still have their phone numbers? No. So we're back to status quo. We are back to square one. And now a lot of you have the guts to still be sending me things and asking me to send you money. Why? Why should I do that? Since everything is okay, enjoy the situation that you find yourself in. Honestly. And why I just said apology, I really don't care about the apology, but what I'm trying to say is that it's time for you to eat the same words that you spoke when we were around, trying to show you guys the way to go, trying to point out to you the things that were not going on right. All the bad words that you said against us, all your nasty posts, all your counter activities, you need to be apologizing now. But more than the apology, I feel bad for you. I really feel bad for you, because I know that the condition that you're in, the condition that you were in before election has actually magnified, and now it is worse. And so when you complain about insecurity, when you complain about kidnapping, when you complain about killings, I'm like, well, you made your bed, so you're going to lie down on it like that. So we came and we talked. We came and we talked and we talked and we talked and we talked. You did not listen. The wise thing for you to do is, when we begin to talk again, in fact, you should just stay tuned to us, listen to our channels, listen to the commentaries that we make. That's what you should do. Then you can learn some things that will help you going forward. Life is not all about, you just shout, you just praise whoever is there, whether they're doing good or they're doing bad. You just keep praising them. Your senators, you don't hold them accountable. Your members of House of Representatives, you don't hold them accountable. Your governor, that's the worst level of accountability that I see amongst you youth. You don't say, buru 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 buru, Enugu State is in the hands of God, and that's it. That's it. You don't hold anybody accountable. That's why you have not moved from the position you have been in a very, very long time. Enugu State is the center of activities in eastern part of Nigeria. But everything seems to have collapsed. I'm telling you, education, economy, everything just seems to be on the decline. I'm not saying you're not better than most other towns, but by virtue of your position, by virtue of the shining position you occupy in the East, you should be much, much greater than what you are right now. I'm telling you the truth. In Enugu State, there's still no running water. Can you imagine? And the source of water is just 10 kilometers away. All you have to do is just pump water up a tank and let the water just flow down. You were there. Fulani headsmen kept coming into Enugu State. They kept on coming. They kept on coming. We kept telling you people, this is happening. Oh, we have security report too. You kept on, rendering a deaf ear to that. Until now, then when they've nearly overrun Enugu State, that's when we're coming out with a vigilante. When vigilante groups were formed, federal government said disband them. You didn't say anything. Nothing. When people like Nnamdi Kanu were around screaming, you people went and held a meeting in the Eastern Governors whatever committee or council, and you guys worked against him, sabotaged him, and it allowed the Python dance to happen by the same people that are oppressing you, the same people that are killing and raping your women and children. Now I'm hearing that the Eastern governors are doing, a ban on cows crossing. That is too little, too late. Too little, too late. These people know your forest like the back of their hand. I hope those people that you're sending into the forest as forest guards, I hope that you're going to equip them to be able to handle these Fulani headsmen. Because now you're going to understand what's been going on for years. When we went to Ezago, we went to the market, we spoke to the people, we went to the village. They warned us not to go beyond where we were, and I couldn't even go a little bit into the village. When our car broke down on the road, they told us whatever we do, we must not let that car stay there, when night came. Because they said all around that bush were surrounded by Fulani headsmen. So they knew where these people reside. They knew about their operation. But I don't know, for some reason, government just kept a deaf ear to those kind of things until they started killing people. Killing lots and lots of people. Now the village is living great fear. They don't go to the bush anymore. They don't go far into the streams. They don't go to the forest anymore because all these places are occupied by Fulani headsmen. Walking up and down, proud, confident in these villages, and the villagers themselves cannot even go to the forest. So for all of you that keep talking, I don't really need your apology, but I'm trying. Maybe you should apologize to yourself for your foolishness. You should apologize to yourself for your ignorance. It's only now that all of a sudden the governor woke up and they are running helter-skelter now. But why now? This has been going. Do you forget when Mabinimbo happened? Do you know how many years ago it happened? Ubolafo. Do you know Ogu? Do you know how many people have been killed? Didn't you realize that you should have done this a long time ago? Now, after elections, that's when they want to do it. And you youth, what is your position now? I know a lot of you are going to come to this video and still be talking rubbish. A lot of you are going to come here and be making all kinds of lousy statements. But our market, see now, I'm here, you're there. Who is feeling it? Is it me or you? So before you start arguing with me, before you start throwing those bad words at me, check very well and see who is feeling it more. I'm not saying this to put anybody down, but I'm saying this to make you think in a broader manner. Don't think too local. Don't think too, think bigger. See the bigger picture. Don't just see the immediate. Somebody gives you 2,000 and say you should just talk bad about somebody. You just go online and begin to just talk rubbish about them. I don't think that makes sense. Student unionism has died completely, but I think you guys can still do something about it. Your schools are so expensive, even for you that are indigenous of Enugu State. For you to get into the university, Enugu State University, is so hard, and when you get in there, the fees are terrible. Not to talk about the one that isn't supposed to be a federal university, the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and Enugu campus. Those ones, their conditions are very, very horrible. And I begin to wonder, are there still student union officials in those schools? What are they doing? Why? Are we to talk about light? Are we to talk about water? Are we to talk about the economy of Enugu State? We do one small thing, then we hype it. Go and see all the things we told you during our campaign period. Look at my manifesto. Look at all the beautiful ideas that we came up with. None of you was even willing to, you were not willing to look at it. All you wanted is, give us money. Give us money. That was the primary thing most of you were saying. Give us money. Give us money. It's not like we didn't know that politics involved money. And we did spend a lot of money. But you guys were not interested in the issues. You were just interested in taking money and just walking away. Whether your building collapses, whether there's a sewer line in front of the building and you're breathing, that sewer smell that might make you sick, you did not care. So what can we do? I look at it, I pity you, but that's all I can say. If you guys, your future is in your hands. If you decide to do the right thing, your state will be better. But if you keep just doing follow, talk because others are talking, just shout because others are shouting, well, I don't know where it's going to get you. So for those of you who have forgotten that I was there live and direct, because you keep saying, Chidi, you're just here talking. Why don't you go back home? No. I was talking before you said, we dare you to come back. I came back. I was there for 7 months. We were dodging kidnappers, dodging armed robbers, dodging accidents, dodging mosquito. We dodged everything anybody could dodge. And we presented our case to you with all sincerity and purpose. But a lot of you just chose money. Money. And you sold your soul, you sold your franchise, you sold integrity, you sold it. You sold it over 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. And now you have finished the whole money. But how market now? So I'm going to play the video just as a reminder to some of you that we were there right on ground, campaigning to you, telling you people what we felt, telling you the right things to do. But a lot of you refused, and now you're crying to us. Too late. Okay, guys, that's my broadcast for you today. I'm still gonna keep you guys updated on things that are happening in another video, but this one I just wanted to remind those of you who are complaining in Enugu about insecurity that you guys should actually apologize to us, because when we came and we spoke to you, you refused to listen. So now you have to leave. You have to lay on your bed the way that you made it. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.